This is Fort Worth Volume 2. I haven't done a huge amount since the last video, but I just wanted to update on the northern developments. I've just had the dynamic weather on, so it's looking a bit grey and wet. But anyway, so I've continued in this area up here, stretching the suburbs. There's a lot of freight rail. There's a heck of a lot of freight rail in Fort Worth anyway, but there's quite a lot in this area. There's an especially large amount in this area where lines kind of interweave. So I've added a station there, which you can see is working. I also found a really good freight rail station which I placed over here. I forget the name of it now, but I really like that one. So anyway, continuing up here, there's some industry, which I think was in the last video. There's a sort of mixed area here, a bit of energy production and stuff like that, some recycling plants, another freight rail station with a train coming in as we speak. Then what I did was just randomly add a giant, well, it's not random, I mean it's part of the city. This is true to life more or less, but I just kind of plopped it down there in the middle of nowhere. You'll probably notice that I duplicated the blocks, so I made them a similar size. There's a tiny technique here, so I don't make them exactly the same size, the blocks I mean, so that I can place them a little bit so they appear random. They appear like organically made, because if they're all in complete line, they just look as if they're mass produced. I mean, they still do a bit, but if I leave gaps, little gaps on the ends, I can add extra houses randomly. And also, of course, you can turn them 180, sorry, turn them 180 and change them that way. But basically with the Move It mod, you know, you just select, I'll do it while we speak, just in case anyone watching hasn't actually even done this before. So you get the Move It mod, you line up the camera. Actually, let's take off props, take off decals, nodes, segments. Select the square, select copy. It takes only the buildings and the trees, and then you can put it somewhere. So let's say we'll put it there, and then we'll delete the bits that overlap the road on the other end. There you go. Easy as that. That function is absolutely brilliant. I mean, whoever created, I forget the creator, but I mean, it's whoever created that is a damn genius as far as I'm concerned, because it saves a heck of a lot of time. So let me just delete that one, delete that, delete that, and we can add another house in there. The only problem with this Find It mod is that you have to scroll through hundreds of, well, not hundreds, okay, I exaggerate. You have to scroll through loads and loads just to find the one you want. A little bit crammed in. Anyway, you get the idea. So there we are, another suburb, another suburban block. So I created this area. I've done it low density, leaving at least one cell gaps between most houses. It's more or less true to life. In fact, I could leave some empty lots to make it true to life. There's a commercial corridor. It's got a mixture along here of industry, retail, commercial. And then I started building this area, which in real life is amazingly sort of derelict and empty, considering it's close to the downtown, which is there. I guess, well, in the future, in real life, it probably will be developed. It's kind of prime land, but I guess in the past it was industrial, and a lot of it's empty. I will probably be adding some more buildings in here, but you've got a baseball stadium. It's not powered up at the moment. You've got this big factory down here. I don't even know whether it's actually functional in real life, but anyway, I've used these assets, made this whole big industrial building, and really I need to make it look rough, you know, much rougher, so I'm going to have to put some sort of decals down there and dirt paths and all sorts of things, really, some rough ground, bushes, grass. Depends how much time I want to spend on it, but it's a bit of a strange area being close to the downtown, but I'm going to try and make it as true to life as possible. In the downtown, I've added a few extras which are not in the real Fort Worth. So I've added, I put this one in, which is a Chicago building on Wacker Drive, I think. I think it looks good, so I put it there. I've added, oh, hang on, this one here I just added to see what it looked like, so I want to get rid of that because I'm not putting it there. There we are. So it's starting to spread. It's taking quite a while, but I think for the time being, maybe over the next probably a week, I guess, I'll just continue to fill it here, spread this, probably maybe spread over this way, but just focus on the north area, maybe some houses here, some suburban areas, and I won't go too far if I put the tiles on. So I think I might just keep within this 9 tile block for the next week or two, and then I'll think about where I'm going to go after that. Okay, anyway, that's given you a small update, and I'll leave it at that. Cheers and see you next time.